mean that term very loosely,
Yeah.
go on a pilgrimage,
Yeah.
and they walk across Europe for a couple, 2 or 3 weeks. This time they were doing part of obviously the famous Kumo Trail.
Yeah.
There was other parts, and then they kind of stop at these places en route to learn about the pilgrims and whatever.
Yeah.
And whenever I see those programmes, I always think of you and I doing that one day.
Well, I mean, if we were to do it, what we'd do is we'd do no more than 10 miles a day.
Exactly, and you would get in training, you can need to change it, but I would get in training where I slowly built up to be able to do that easily.
I think the difficulty for me would be to do it 10 miles day in, day out.
Day in, day out, yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, when I'm on shift,
But what you could do is you could do it so that there's these companies that'll take your bag to the next place. So you just have a small backpack and they carry your rucksack. And what you can do is you can say, like every third day, we want to have one full day
or one
in
day
that
off.
little town, which is your day off, and then the next day you start again. And maybe do that for a week or two or 3 weeks.
I mean, if I was ever to do the West Highland Way, I would be doing it in 10 to 15 mile stretches.
Yeah.
So rather than doing, West Highland Way is about 95 miles.
Yeah.
So I would do it over, 6 days or something like that. Instead of 5, I would do it over 6 or 7.
Yeah. But I also thought that'd be an amazing thing to
would
do.
be maybe when we retire.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
In a few years, when I've got in 4 years, when I've got my lump sum, we take a long holiday. We go over we take our time.
Get the train over to. I think you can start in Spain or Portugal or different start points, and then just walk.
Take 3 months off.
That would be so cool. Well, it wouldn't be off because we'd be retired.
Yep. Take 3 or 4 months off. Don't work. Sort of as a way of winding down my career. That would be a good way of doing it. And
what you can do is go and do it for 2 or 3 weeks, then come home, have a few weeks off, and then a couple of months later start again.
I think you're better off just doing it, and otherwise you'll never go back to it.
I don't know, some people do it.
But you've got to be highly. If you did it over say from March through to, I did it from March through to start of March to.
You wouldn't be wanting to do it in the summer.
Aye.
Because it would be far too hot. And too busy, I think.
There's that as well.
You could do March, April, May.
Well, that's what I'd be thinking. That you would have to plan it. We've always spoken about it.
Yeah.
And I think given both our knees, the thought of doing 10 miles a day.
That's
10, 15 miles a day, that's about 3 hours walking a day. Set off at 9 o'clock, get there for around about lunchtime.
I would say we're not going to rough it.
Nope.
We want at least
hotels.
our own room together.
Yep.
And we're not chaining like dorm rooms or anything. That's when we would be hideous.
Oh God, no. That would be. I think when you get to our age, you can rough it when you're younger.
Yeah.
There's a time and place for roughing it, and it is not our age. I think.
It would be nice, not bigger, but nice accommodation.
Even if it was just a glorified travel lodge, I'd need to look at the exact route and we'd have to plan it along those lines.
Of course.
And because there's a couple of ways of doing it. You can do it via Portugal. You don't have to do it.
You can do it to Portugal. You can do it to Spain.
Yep.
Different routes.
The most famous one is obviously the Pyrenees way.
Yeah.
And obviously you've got to get your passport stamped all along the way. So there, it is quite. I mean, I think it's a sense of achievement. I mean, I'm secretly quite proud of myself for having done the coastal path and for having done the Pilgrim's Way. A lot of people have done.
I think the Pilgrim's Way is a more unusual one.
Yeah.
Most people have done part of.
Yeah.
And very not often all of the South Coastal path.
Yeah.
But you've done all of that.
So that's
all of the pilgrims way.
a lot of people have done the West Highland Way, but the West Highland Way, fuck that, that's only 95 miles. Coastal Path's 120 odd.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Coastal Path's longer. I'm not saying it's not.
Did you do the whole thing with
Aye.
one person?
Well, one of us did it. I think myself and Sturley did the whole. Yeah, myself and Sturley did do the whole thing.
And then other people came for certain walks.
Yeah. Myself and Sturley were the two people that did the whole thing. But he's done the West Highland Way, so he really should have been, because we had a minor disagreement years ago, he really should have been with us when we were, well, should have been with myself and Gary when we were doing the Pilgrim's Way. Because he would have loved looking at some of the places, albeit looking at Kelty, and certainly Kelty and Kennaway were a bit shit, weren't very good, and let's be honest, I suppose the bit in Glenrothes where you end that section wasn't the greatest either. Considering the section that you end it in Glenrothes is a well-known suicide spot.
Is it?
It's a bit sad, but whenever you hear about people arsing about in the White Bridge, the reason why is because people are quite often threatening to jump from it. And that's just down from the Fettykill Fox. I suppose with me, you've really walked little bits of the coastal path and you've done wee bits of the Pilgrim's Way.
Definitely.
I suppose being on Largo Bay means that you've done a small part of the coastal path.
I've definitely done bits and pieces already.
Aye. Coastal path is quite a good, certain sections of the coastal path is quite a good one to break yourself into walking. The Pilgrim's Way is probably better because all the walks are no more than 10-12 miles. And I mean, basically you can have them done within about 4 hours. So there's because it's yeah. I mean, the first section was Dunfermline, no, North Queensferry to Dunfermline. Okay, it's a bit shit, but you're going through Inverkeithing, but you're cutting by the Commonwealth War Cemetery in Dunfermline. It takes you up to Dunfermline Abbey, which, yeah, it was a nice section. Not bad. No signs of cuts or anything like that. I didn't realise there was a Commonwealth War Graves thing at Dunfermline, just outside Dunfermline.
There's a Commonwealth War Graves pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, there is. But they're always immaculately kept.
Yeah.
I mean, that's got to be...
It's council's responsibility, they must do it.
God, they must have a field day in Belgium. Jesus, now you can really see it.
Yeah.
God, that's... how bleak does that look? Oh, that looks amazing. It's
Well, we could see the plane and you can't see it now.
It's true. Yeah, we can hear it, but it's definitely... Oh, that looks fantastic. It looks so...
It's very atmospheric, isn't it?
God, it looks like October and July. But I mean, even looking back to where we were about 10 minutes ago, there's still haze over that.
Totally different from when we first arrived.
Yeah. Oh, it looks amazing. I think some places always look better when it's in the middle of an extremity. The thing is, it's not cold.
Well, there is a chill now.
A slight chill, but nothing significant.
I mean, it's not...
No. I dare say this week, but then this week's meant to be that kind of funny week, isn't it? This week the weather's meant to be upside down, and we've had nice weather for... It's meant to be warm but wet. We'll make the most of it anyway. We always do, even if we're just hanging about watching movies all day or we're doing whatever, we'll always find something to do every day.
Yeah.
And there might be the occasional, no, we'll always find something to do. Either way, your tea will always be ready for you when you wake up in the morning.